Well, it's interesting because you got the emotions and then you got the body, but they're tied together. So let's just start there. How are emotions and body tied together here?
Well, I started out as a doctor of chiropractic, and I had people coming in to see me with back pain and neck pain and carpal tunnel syndrome and all kinds of things like that. And I was really obsessed with actually figuring out what the underlying causes of their problem, actually, what those problems were. And so, as time went on, I began to realize that our body is actually a computer. I was a computer programmer starting back in the early 1980s, and I learned about computers and logic and so on. And what I began to understand was that we each have a computer inside of us, but it's unlike any computer that we're used to dealing with. It's a computer that doesn't have a screen, and it doesn't have a keyboard. There's no touch screen. You can't touch icons like on your phone. It's a totally different kind of a computer. But yet, this internal computer that we all have has the ability to respond to questions, and it'll respond through various forms of biofeedback, such as muscle testing, for example. And so what I found was, as I began to understand that each of my patients had an internal computer that could be queried, I could get answers out of their own internal computer about what was really wrong with them. It was really surprising what I began to find. And what I began to find was that all of these people, no matter how young or old they were, no matter what they were suffering from, no matter what they'd been diagnosed with, they all had something in common, and that was that their symptoms, in whole or in part, were being caused by or contributed to by what I came to call their emotional baggage.